Now, let's also discuss some matters with Robert Siy Jr., co-convenor of Move as One Coalition, joining us today via Zoom. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Diego. Thank you for inviting me to News and Views.
Yes, and thanks for joining us as well. Siguro yung question na lang po muna namin, sir, yung what is the current stance of Move as One Coalition regarding the pedestrian regulations here in the Philippines?
You know, this is really a matter for concern. All of us, anyone crossing a pedestrian lane, walang humihinto, right? How can we change behavior? And for me, the number one factor should be the certainty of being penalized. So ito yung maganda sa NCAP. And this is already global practice. It works all over the world. Camera-based apprehension is the one thing that can change behavior.
So you're saying, sir, that it's a good deterrent. However, yung mga agam-agam daw ng iba is hindi daw maayos yung system sa end user base. So ang gusto ng iba, let's perfect muna the system before we actually go through with an NCAP. And then maybe pwede na itong gawin long term. Ano pa reaction nyo dyan?
I believe we need to see how it works. Syempre, apprehensive tayo at the start. But we have already had several years of NCAP operation and even a long period during which it was suspended. And I'm sure yung mga operators nito have had a chance to work on fixing any bugs. So let's see, let's give it a chance. And today, yung feedback namin from mga vulnerable road users, pedestrians, cyclists, yung mga members namin sa Move as One Coalition, the feedback is very positive. It is actually influencing behavior, especially in terms of protecting yung mga bicycle lanes.
Yeah. Regarding my question earlier regarding po dun sa pedestrian lane po ng stance po ng Move as One Coalition. Yesterday po kasi sumama po kayo kay DOTR Secretary Dizon para po maglakad doon sa mga several pedestrian lanes ng Metro Manila. Kamusta po yun? What was your assessment?
You know, this is a very good question, Angela. I wish you could also join us. Next time, we'll invite you.
Sure.
You know, EDSA is a hell for pedestrians. And this is, for me, a matter of national shame. How can we have our most important corridor be so hostile and unsafe for pedestrians? So much so that everyone is compelled to actually move around in a private motor vehicle.
Yes.
So ito yung, in a way, the reason why we have so much traffic heat and pollution on EDSA. Dahil sa, we have become motor vehicle dependent. What did we find on EDSA? Puro lubak, puro cracks, puro obstacles. If you are a pedestrian, you are practically forced to walk on the carriageway and mix with motor vehicles. And if you are a person with disability, it's practically impossible.
Right.
So, you know, our infrastructure agencies, our traffic management agencies, MMDA and DPWH, they are obliged to create a pedestrian pathway that is safe and accessible for persons of all abilities. That is in our national law, and that is our national policy. We should use EDSA Rehab to achieve that. And this is what Sec Vince Dizon is pushing, and we should all stand behind him on this particular objective.
Regarding regarding that issue, no, sir. For example, like you have Italy, you have Hong Kong, you have the U.S., specifically Manhattan, New York City. their designs are patterned in such a way that it's either walkable, drivable, di ba? So you have a lot of options, and that's the key to being progressive. Now, the question is, with the rebuild of EDSA coming up, have you heard of any plans of during the rebuild to make EDSA friendlier, not only for pedestrians, also for cyclists and everyone?
This is what DOTR is pushing for, and Secretary Vince Dizon. We need to create a safe space on the curbside that will be spacious enough for both pedestrians and bicycles. So, for me, that is a minimum requirement sa EDSA rebuild. We should not lose this once in a lifetime opportunity. And you mentioned, Sir Diego, about the plans in other countries. I don't know if I can show you yung original design ng EDSA. What was intended for EDSA? Let me show you this picture.
Yes. I see the
Here
picture.
we have the design by Antonio Toledo in 1939. And this is an EDSA with a 10-meter wide pedestrian space that is shaded on each side. So EDSA, what's intended to be green and pedestrian friendly. And today, this is the type of EDSA that we need. It's the EDSA that will give us, I think, relief from our traffic misery, because we will enable many Filipinos to actually use to go on foot or on bicycles for short trips.
Yeah.
It will actually reduce also our urban heat island effect by providing shading. It will give us green space. And this is what all Metro Manilans need.
Parang, sir, similar sa Ross Boulevard ang intent, no?
Yes, sir. And traffic will always be there. The motor vehicles will be there. So, when we talk about odd even, si Chairman Artes can impose odd even. But, mark my word, we all know this. There will be traffic again on EDSA in a few weeks, because those people who have the opportunity to buy a second vehicle or third vehicle, they will do that, and then they will go back to EDSA.
Tama mo na, sir, ang
quickly.
HEV, hybrid.
He is giving auto dealers the best sales opportunity of this year.
I was gonna ask that.
Congratulations, Chairman Artes, for helping our motor vehicles sales, but that is not what we need.
That is not our agenda in the first place, ika nga. I was really gonna ask that kasi a lot of people are saying na with the rebuilding of EDSA, meron tayong re-implementation ng NCAP, tapos here comes uneven scheme. Don't you think, do you agree also with the critics that saying na car-centric at saka non-inclusive itong mga
Tama, Angela. We do not need more of the same. Already, we know that these formulas that enhance in a way the travel of motor vehicles will not work. Induced demand will generate the demand for more motor vehicle use. So this is what we want to avoid. We should now make more attractive public transport, walking and cycling. These are the inclusive, sustainable, and people-oriented travel modes.
Right.
So
this is the formula that we need
Yes.
if we want a more livable Metro Manila, if we want more dignified travel. So please, let us not miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's time to go with a people-centric EDSA, and let's achieve that.
So are you looking forward to, sir, when the subway when the subway comes into fruition? Do you think it will help?
You know, the subway will be great. We need to actually also push for these major infrastructure projects. But yung rail projects natin will still take a long time. It will still be delivered in the next administration or even beyond. What we need in order for yung quick results, early results, and low-hanging fruit. And that means focusing on our road-based public transport, making our buses and jeepneys more efficient, putting them on dedicated lanes as much as possible, and enhancing yung options for walking and cycling to get to destinations. So let's give people travel options, maski may traffic, yung mga kotse, yung mga motorsiklo, let's give them options so they can leave their vehicles at home.
So what happens now po doon sa mga pedestrians natin while we are waiting for the EDSA rebuilding? Yan po ay mangyayari, patse-patse, mauuna po daw yung sa may Pasay, and then most probably mas ta-traffic daw po pag nagsimula ng gawin yun sa may Guadalupe, no? Dahil that is a connection ng Makati to EDSA Mandaluyong.
Well, perhaps we have no choice, but if we put our heart to it and focus on making that pedestrian path a viable one, it can actually be done within 12 months. And we will have a different Metro Manila if we're able to accomplish that. So, if you can imagine, a sidewalk on EDSA for its entire length, that is the width of one motor vehicle lane. So that will be about 3.5 meters, which would be dedicated for pedestrians and bicycles. So if we can accomplish that, that would transform the entire character of EDSA and even the travel patterns of Metro Manilans. Let's go for that.
Yeah. All right. We hope to talk to you again after the rehabilitation, rebuilding of
Or
the
even
EDSA.
during, just to
to see what's
sentiment, no?
happening.
Oo.
All right.
Let's
And
do
we're
that.
looking
Happy
forward to do
come back here.
Opo.
Thank you.
And we're looking forward also doon po sa invite nyo na maglalakad din tayo. Doon sa-
Sige, maglakad tayo. And we'll try to schedule that.
Right.
Thank you, Ma'am Angela, Sir Diego.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
po.
Robert Siy Jr., co-convenor of Move as One Coalition. Thank you for joining us.